She's openly interacting with fans and signing autographs, and basically just living in the real world.
The internet has officially entered another celebrity legacy debate, and this time the spotlight is on North West and Blue Ivy. Social media has been flooded with rumors, fan theories, and non-stop comparisons after reports claimed Blue Ivy received major attention connected to the 2026 Met Gala while North was allegedly left feeling overlooked. None of these rumors have been confirmed, but that hasn't stopped the internet from turning the situation into a full-blown conversation about fame, freedom, fashion, and growing up in two completely different celebrity worlds. Fans immediately started comparing the images both girls represent online. On one side, people see Blue Ivy as polished, elegant, disciplined, and carefully presented. On the other side, people see North West as unpredictable, chaotic, funny, creative, and completely unfiltered. The conversation quickly became less about fashion and more about what kind of celebrity lifestyle actually looks more appealing to younger audiences today. A lot of people online believe North represents freedom. Whether she's posting TikToks, making jokes, appearing at fashion events, or randomly going viral for something unexpected, North gives off the energy of someone who genuinely enjoys being herself in public. Fans say that unpredictability is exactly what makes her interesting. She doesn't always look perfectly polished, and she doesn't always try to fit traditional celebrity expectations. Instead, she leans into being loud, experimental, and different. Blue Ivy, meanwhile, is viewed very differently by the public. Whenever she appears at an event or performance, people immediately focus on how professional and composed she looks. Her fashion choices are usually elegant and carefully coordinated, and every appearance feels intentional. Many fans admire that level of grace and discipline, especially considering how much pressure comes with being the daughter of two global music icons. But some people online have started questioning whether that level of perfection also comes with pressure behind the scenes. The internet has created this narrative that North gets to explore her personality publicly while Blue is expected to protect an image at all times. Again, there's no proof that either girl feels this way personally, but the discussion has become huge online because people relate it to larger conversations about celebrity parenting and childhood fame. Some fans argue that North's environment encourages experimentation. They point to moments where she appears with Kanye West at performances or fashion events and seems free to express herself without worrying too much about criticism. Whether people love her style or hate it, North often appears comfortable taking risks. Her outfits are bold, oversized, dramatic, and sometimes completely unexpected. But supporters say that confidence is exactly why younger audiences connect with her. Meanwhile, Blue Ivy is often praised for professionalism. Her performances during Beyoncé's tours impressed many viewers because of the discipline and stage presence she showed at such a young age. But internet commentators started comparing the expectations placed on her versus the expectations placed on North. People noticed that when Blue performs, every move is analyzed heavily online. If she improves, people celebrate her growth. If she makes mistakes, criticism spreads instantly. That level of pressure is something many viewers believe must be exhausting for any teenager. The comparison became even bigger when fans started debating which lifestyle looks more enjoyable. Some people believe Blue's life appears glamorous but extremely structured, while North's life appears chaotic but more relatable. Social media users joke that North gets to act like a normal Gen Alpha kid while Blue has to move like royalty every time cameras appear. Those jokes fueled even more online discussion about whether younger audiences today value authenticity more than perfection. Fashion also became a huge part of the debate. Supporters of North say her style feels original, experimental, and rebellious. They love the oversized streetwear, the dramatic accessories, and the confidence she brings to unusual outfits. They argue that modern fashion culture rewards individuality more than elegance. Meanwhile, supporters of Blue Ivy prefer her refined and timeless aesthetic. They see sophistication, balance, and luxury rather than chaos. The debate basically turned into classic elegance versus modern unpredictability. Another reason the internet became obsessed with this comparison is because both girls come from families that symbolize completely different approaches to celebrity culture. The Kardashian West world has always thrived on visibility, openness, unpredictability, and viral moments. The Carter family, on the other hand, is known for privacy, control, professionalism, and carefully managed public appearances. Because of that, fans naturally started projecting narratives onto both girls even though nobody truly knows what their private lives are like. One of the biggest themes in these conversations is the idea of freedom versus responsibility. Many fans see North as someone allowed to experiment publicly without massive consequences. If she does something random, weird, or messy, people often laugh and move on. But people believe Blue Ivy faces a different standard because she represents a legacy connected to Beyoncé and Jay-Z. Every appearance carries expectations, and every performance becomes headline news. At the same time, plenty of people defended Blue and argued that discipline and privacy are not necessarily negative things. Some fans believe the Carter family's approach protects Blue from unnecessary internet chaos. They argue that staying more private could actually help her maintain balance while growing up in the spotlight. Others responded by saying North's openness makes her feel more relatable and authentic to younger audiences. The internet then started exaggerating the comparison even further, turning it into an imaginary rivalry between two celebrity heirs with completely different futures ahead of them. Some people joked that North represents creative chaos while Blue represents polished excellence. Others argued that both girls are simply children growing up under impossible levels of public attention and shouldn't be constantly compared at all. What really keeps this conversation alive is how differently people define success now. Older audiences often admire elegance, professionalism, and structure. Younger audiences, especially online, are increasingly drawn toward personality, unpredictability, humor, and authenticity. That's why some people think North connects more strongly with Gen Alpha culture while Blue appeals more to traditional celebrity standards. At the end of the day, though, most of these viral stories are based on internet speculation rather than confirmed reality. Nobody truly knows how either North or Blue feels about the other. Social media loves creating narratives, especially when it comes to celebrity families, fashion, and fame. The internet turns tiny moments into giant storylines within hours. Still, one thing is undeniable: both North West and Blue Ivy have already become cultural figures in their own ways. Whether through fashion, performances, social media presence, or simply growing up under worldwide attention, both girls constantly spark conversation online. And as they get older, people will probably continue comparing their personalities, styles, and public images no matter what they do. So now the internet remains divided. Some people believe North's fearless energy makes her the more influential figure for this generation. Others believe Blue Ivy's professionalism and elegance give her a level of star power that speaks for itself. And many people think comparing them at all is unfair because they are growing up under completely different circumstances. Either way, the conversation shows no signs of slowing down anytime soon.